So welcome guys, this is part one of our trip through the Catlins, where we're going to do some bushwalks. We're going to go and see some waterfalls, massive fire. The waterfall's not on fire. I'm sorry to disappoint you, that would be really cool. Yeah, so come and check it out. So we're going down, what's the street guys? Tootle Hill Road, which ended up being gravel, that's okay.
Isn't it
Tutu, yeah, Tutu Hill, you're right. And it looks like there's a controlled burn in front of us where they're probably burning off pea straw. So that'd be cool, we're going to drive right past the fire. So we thought we'd video that. That'd be interesting. So we're just on the way up to the Catlins from Gore.
Whoa, I can see the fire. Me too.
There you go.
Look, it's going right past it, literally. Looks real cool. Oh, it goes right next to it. Yeah, right there.
So we wondered how they did it, whether they went round and lit the sides of the paddock.
In 400 metres, turn left onto Kaihiku Road.
Very good. Okay. Yeah, whether they lit all around the border of the paddock so it burns inwards, or quite how it happens. But anyway, it's quite cool that we get to come and see it.
I can see the flames. I don't think the camera can. Yeah. Up from the hills are best shots. Smell a bit bumpy.
Turn left now.
Turning left. Because we don't want to go down that no exit.
Yeah, we just wanted to have a look there. Pretty cool. Well, it'll be quite warm probably.
Yeah, pretty hot. Everyone should get their hang gliders out.
Yeah,
Yeah, right? Then you just fly to the top.
big
Go
thermal.
with thermal. Yeah. You just go woo.
Let's have a quick look. And there it goes. Up it goes. Yeah, it does. It needs to kind of. So there's not much wind, obviously. It's going straight up. Say hi. That's the camera woman.
Hi.
Karen. Acting normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, normal. Yep. And the caravan's still on there. Whoa, awesome. It's always a good sight. That's always a good sight too. So here we are, Friday night in Awaka at about 8 o'clock at night. Nice sunset over there. Boys are having a game of Busted, except no one's going to come and get me because I'm filming, which I didn't think about. So now I'm in. That's not fair. It's because I was filming. Cheeky monkey.
Oh, the muscle.
So now I have to get down because I was standing on top of the playground and I have to go and try and tig them. Oh well. Here we go. It's probably gonna be bad with one-handed and a phone, you might.
The muscle was the
We're gonna try the historic railway tunnel walk. And we do have torches.
Alright, let me walk next to you then, Nolan, so we can...
So we got here, the tunnel. In the tunnel, the boys noticed this tiny little drain hole, and in here, if you can see it, it's like a little, I guess a crawdad, I don't know what you call them.
Lobster, crayfish,
Yeah,
in the tunnel.
in the tunnel. This is a lighthouse at the top where we're at. Nugget Point. I don't know if you can see inside the lighthouse or not, probably not, but the lens is really fascinating. All the hundreds and hundreds of pieces of glass all stuck together.
But if you figured out some way to plow through the seaweed bed, then it would be a pretty good place to put
Good hidey spot, you reckon, Nolan, down in that little cove down there, if you could get through the seaweed. Yeah.
It's like a tree trunk. Imagine this way. Just check all that. If you could go through behind that,
When we used to walk up here when I was younger, this was just a ridge where you walk single file and it had no fences. So Nana was probably quite brave to let us walk up here as kids, because it kind of just drops straight over the side on both sides. We're down at Nugget Burn and we thought we would do what my mum used to do, or Nana for these boys, did for us when we were kids down here, and she quite often, well, we at least remember once, where she buried something in the ground, in the sand, and we had to find it. So there's something buried in there for the boys to find, and we have fond memories of the last time we did this. We never actually found what was buried there, which was a bag of jelly beans apparently. So maybe the boys will find the jelly beans. So go. Yeah, I hope they find it because I'm getting hungry. Meanwhile, it's a lovely day. It's about midday at the moment. Tide's out, I think. We were just up there at the lighthouse in the distance. There's also a whole bunch of seaweed washed up here, which we see if we can find a big piece of kelp that we can cut up and make into a bouncy ball, which is something I remember doing as a kid. Typical mode of transport for you. For getting your boat down, use your tractor, dual wheels on the back so you don't sink in the sand. Further down the beach there was a whole lot of tractors parked up where they'd been launching boats. Not deep, probably only about
2 meters?
no, not 2 meters, probably only about 100 mils under the sand.
What's that?
This far, Corin. Yeah, and I guess this is where I'm going to have to remember where I buried them. I didn't think it was going to be very hard for me to find them, so I went to a lot of lengths to try and sort of stir the rest of the sand up so it wasn't too obvious, but I now realise how we could have lost them. I don't know how big an area Nana did when she did it, but I'm sure we dug in the sand for hours that day trying to make sure we found the jelly beans, but which could have all been a ruse, of course. Nana might not have put anything there, just something to keep us busy for hours.
How many things are they looking for?
4 things, 4 separate things.
Right, they found 3. 3 of the 4. Dad's jumped in to help. He can kind of remember where he buried them and kind of not, as it goes when you bury stuff in the sand. Let's see if we can catch the moment that they find the last one.
Found it. Yes!
Yay, we get lunch. So it's been ripped off a rock. It's normally attached. You see sort of the coral and stuff underneath it, can't you? All the shells.
And look at all the tentacles.
And see these bits here, guys? These are the bits we used to get. You see how it's,
Whoa, that was fast.
yeah, it's quite soft, but it's all rubbery, you see?
Careful.
Yeah.
So did you just cut it into a ball shape?
So you just cut
Oh.
that into a ball shape, and we'd have bouncy balls. They were never very ball shaped, so they were always bouncing really weird ways. But they are very bouncy, they're very solid. But yeah, you can spend ages, but try it on a bit of hard sand. Not hard enough. The non-bouncy bouncy ball.
Oh wow, I bounced it off the rock. Pretty hard.
Sounds like they found the rock there. Found a way to bounce.
Gonna keep them busy for a while.
Yeah. I'll see if I can bounce it for you here on the rock. The different types of seaweed, I can't even remember which one's a which, but These ones have all got little little air sacs on them to keep them afloat. So the bottom is anchored down the, well, these ones here, it's anchored on the rock, and then all these little air sacs keep it standing straight up in the air, and you can run along and pop them. These are all ones that have been pulled loose and dying in the sun. And then these ones over here, they're kind of almost like, this is a bit of an old one, it's been sitting there for a while, but it's a bit of it's almost like cardboard on the inside.
Ah.
It has, so it's all full of air as well, helps keep it afloat.
Does it pop?
I think when it's dry it crackles. Again,
That's
quite often as
practical works.
kids you'd cut this open and make a bag or whatever, you're just messing around with it. Just kind of cut the stuff on the inside. Yes, lots of little tiny pockets of air in there to keep it floating and waving in the sea. So here we are at Jack's Bay. Thought we had to stop at Jack's Bay, and apparently there's also Jack's blowhole. So the boys thought that was important that we see that. Well, it's probably my idea more than theirs, but that's okay. So we're off to find Jack's blowhole. So Nolan thinks he's already heard Jack's blowhole, and yeah, so we'll go and see if we can find a different one. At the little bay as we're heading up to see the blowhole, and these trees are pretty cool, so the wind obviously comes up the hill here fairly fast, and all these trees are growing sort of very much sideways. Jen's doing pretty well with her back at the moment, so she's come on a couple of walks today, which is good for her back. So we've got close at least. That's the stats. So it's 55 metres deep, 144 metres long, 68 metres wide, 200 metres inland from the sea.
You can hear it.
If I remember, for you Americans, I'll try and do the calculations and put it up down on the bottom of the screen, just so you know. Oh, we made some little spears for the boys, but
Like darts.
darts, yeah. I'm going to show them how they work, Ryan.
What does sap in this?
It's like a big dart made out of a prawn hook. So we got to the blowhole. Let's see what it looks like over the edge. It's a very big hole in the ground.
Yeah, and you can see the tunnel where the water
You
comes
can see
out.
the water down there, hopefully. It's not high tide yet, so it's not as good as it should be, but we didn't want to wait another 3 hours for high tide, so
Yeah, because we're lazy. Nah. But then you can see sunlight. So
we had other things to do.
at the end.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of sunlight, so you could probably come up here in a canoe or something, I'm guessing, but
And go through it. Wouldn't be very wide.
it looks a bit rough.
Does it keep going underneath us there?
No, I don't think so, but it's pretty cool. It's a big tunnel, 200 metres inland.
Can I throw
and
my dart?
big hole. We were just discussing how before this all got fenced off. Yeah, you can try it.
Okay. Oh, it landed on the stone.
Right. Mum's happy, sitting a little bit further away from the edge. She had her look and then she's going to sit down, but she just did a big walk, so well done. Try that again because I didn't get your face in. So this is looking back down into Jack's Bay. We're coming back from the blowhole. Jack's blowhole. Woo! And so we're looking across Jack's Bay, and in the distance you can see 3 or 4 little sort of islands right behind that last point. That would have been Kaka Point. So that would be
Nugget point.
Nugget Point, sorry.
There's a nugget.
Those are the nuggets, yep. And so just behind, which we can't see, would be the lighthouse. So we're a little bit further down. This is the next stop after Jack's blowhole. McLean Falls, we decided to come here. Seems pretty cool on the reviews. And it's just me and Corin this time. Corin and me.
This is our fourth walk today.
Fourth walk today, yeah, walk on. So we are going to try and, it says 40 minutes return. We're going to set the timer and see if we can book it out. It's not being mean, but you know, we've had mum slowing us down a lot. So me and Corin are going to try and do this 40 minutes in a lot less than that. So ready, Corin?
Oh!
Oh no, Jan will blow out right at the start of the... I don't count that. Start again. Start the clock. Okay, go.
Minutes.
You see? Alright. Made it.
It's filming.
Hey, it's filming. So maybe I won't go in my boxes then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, these shorts need a wash anyway. I'll take my pocket knife out. Everything out, everything important out.
What about the GoPro camera? The lid. Cap.
The cap. Right. See how cold it is? Whoa. And slippery. Oh, you jumped it, right? And you jumped right. Let's go. So there's the falls. Just had a swim at the bottom of the falls. It's pretty cold but refreshing. Down here. The piers off down the hill. Down there. Just come back from the falls. Corin's got the GoPro, so we'll see how this works. I'm just going to try and record the audio of these birds, the tuis in the trees, bellbirds, etc., whatever they are.
My dad's coming. We're gonna try to get him. Keep watching. Keep a lookout for part 2 of our Catlins trip, where we will go down to the bottom of the South Island, explore a stone forest, and there may or may not be killer dolphins. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you can get notified when the next video comes out. Bye!